this week's cruise chat. Today I am joined by Maxine, and Maxine is from Celebrity Cruise Lines, and today we're going to be discussing the Edge series of ships. There are two ships in that series currently. They're sister ships. One is called Edge, the other is called Apex. Right now only Edge has been debuted and Apex is coming. It was supposed to come out before the pandemic, but you know, the world shut down and what can you do? So I'm really excited to learn all about this ship, and over to you, Maxine. Thank you for joining us.
Thank you so much, Kathleen. It's my pleasure to be here. It's, you know, working with a local travel agent is just something that I can't stress enough. And so I'm, you know, on the ground here, helping all of the travel agents, supporting the business, and Kathleen has just been a really smart, savvy, getting you in front of the suppliers directly. So I'm from Celebrity Cruises. I've been cruising for 7 years with Celebrity and in the industry for over 10 years now. And, you know, we're in such an interesting standpoint right now, where to think we are not in operation currently, but ultimately we just can't wait to get back to sailing and hosting everyone on our beautiful ships. So we can take this time, you know, remotely and virtually and chat about the beautiful world of cruising and what Celebrity has to offer. Celebrity Cruises is really special. We have 14 ships, as Kathleen was highlighting, and we specialize in the food experience. Celebrity Cruises is an award-winning brand when it comes to the culinary arts. The food and beverage operation is just spectacular. So much so that sometimes, you know, destination is second. Some people cruise just for the sake of cruising. Kathleen, I'm sure you can relate to that.
Almost have to roll me off the ship sometimes when you're too much. Goodness.
The statistics can be that you can gain 1 to 2 pounds a day on a cruise because of how fantastic the variety is that we have on board. But of course, destination is important. And we do sail all over the world. And Celebrity Cruises is really interesting. When you look at the itineraries, you'll notice that we have more overnight stays in more destinations around the world than any other cruise line. So if you are cruising in Europe or Asia or South America or the Caribbean, you can find yourself staying longer, staying 2 days. Sometimes it's even 3 days and 2 nights docked in a certain destination so that you can do more and see more and be more immersed.
That's fabulous.
I really find that quite special because the ports do change into the evening. I did an overnight in Cannes, France during the film festival in the springtime, and it was just sensational. Fireworks, and you're anchored at bay, and it's a different experience altogether.
I agree.
The service on Celebrity is certainly second to none. We have a very tight service ratio. We have less people on board for the size of our ships, so you can actually have a service ratio of 2 to 1. And we anticipate that being even better, you know, when we get back into service. So imagine, you know, for every 2 passengers, there's a crew member. And you'll notice that from the moment you step on board, you're handed a glass of champagne. That's how we welcome you, every single passenger on board. And then all of the pool butler crew and the dining room staff, and you get 2 service in your stateroom every single day. So to that point, the accommodations, the ships themselves are just absolutely stunning. I want to show you, and Kathleen, you've been seeing a lot of videos as such about the Edge series and our other ships. We have the highest rated fleet of ships at sea. So here's a quick glance. Celebrity Cruises is not the oldest cruise line in the world. We are actually quite new, and we do have we describe ourselves as modern luxury. We are very current and absolutely stunning ships of all different sizes. So you'll see our smaller ships here is in our Millennium class, where you see about 2,200 passengers on board. And again, when we come back into service, we can anticipate only reducing the capacity and still having the size of the ship for extra space. Mm-hmm. So we have 4 ships in the Millennium series, which are all actually the newest. You know, if we're looking at the cruise industry as a whole, we have the youngest fleet at sea. So even our oldest ship is still from the 2000s, whereas every other cruise line still has ships from the 1990s floating out there. So absolutely beautiful. Everyone loves this series because they are smaller, more intimate. You get to know the crew and the other passengers. And then we have that beautiful Solstice class. And these are 5 ships, slightly larger, but still you can see the capacity is about 2,800 passengers. We know the largest cruise ships in the world are over 4,000, 5,000. The largest is what, 62 or 6,400 passengers.
They're
So
floating cities, yeah.
there they are, floating cities.
Mhm.
So these ships are wonderful. They have the tonnage of a large ship where you have the variety and the dining, the large theaters, the pool deck. The space is fantastic with less people on board. So today we're going to really highlight the newest of the series, the Edge class, where you can see the plan. We have ordered 5 of these and we're building them from scratch and can have the award-winning innovation where we're pushing the envelope of what's possible in a cruise ship. Yet you can notice the size and the tonnage is larger and the passenger capacity is nearly the same as the Solstice. We don't want to be any larger, but we want to continue to innovate and show the edges of modern architecture. Now, we do also have a series that's quite unique to Celebrity Cruises. Our expedition class has 3 ships here where they're smaller vessels. They range, the Celebrity Flora is brand new, hosting 100 passengers. The Expedition hosts 48 passengers, and the Exploration hosts 16 passengers on a luxury catamaran. And these ships sail year-round in the Galapagos Islands, off the coast of South America and Ecuador. Is this something on your bucket list to go to Galapagos?
It is. Actually, when I was at Cruise 360 last year, and for those of you who don't know, Cruise 360 is a training whole time, about a whole week, for us travel agents to learn all about cruising. And I attended the seminar where I learned about the Celebrity Flora, and it just made me want to go so much. It was so beautiful. It was something that I was like, I've got to get there. It would be amazing.
It's a true, chance of a lifetime. So let's dive right into the Edge series, but looking at the whole picture, to think that these 14 vessels sail all around the world. Some are seasonal, so Panama Canal is in the spring and the fall, Hawaii in the spring and the fall. Then we have our winter destinations like South America, more exotics, Asia, Australia, South Pacific, and the Caribbean. Of course, we have 5 ships in the Caribbean alone. And then in the summertime, you're sailing Northern Europe, Mediterranean, Alaska, and Bermuda. So it's really interesting to see all around the world where you can go, and you just have to think about where you're going next. We know we're not operating right now, but we are so close. In fact, we just announced who's on the Blue Ribbon panel that we have been at the helm of to look at the safe return to sailing from every single aspect and every single angle. And we are not in a rush to be the first back. We want to be the best, and we will not do so until it's absolutely safe to do so. And we look at it from a robust, holistic view to think about pre-cruise, testing, prevention, during the cruise, and even after the cruise. A lot of the solutions is in new technology that we're going to be implementing so that there's not as much contact during transactions. So checking onto the ship, doing the safety drill, making a purchase, getting on and off in the ports of call. We can do so just by tapping the card and not having to have those transactions. So it really comes down to all of our people, the training, more staffing, and really focusing on delivering the guest experience and going to the destination. So once we get all the pieces in place and have the confidence to go to market, the travel agents are the first to hear about all the protocol and talking points so that they can share it with you. So really excited, and we just can't wait. But we want to make sure you have the confidence that our ships are the safest place to vacation. And it's interesting because cruising has always been held to a higher category, higher caliber of standard of sanitization and all of those safety protocols, and we're just going to make it up to a whole new level of that quality control.
I agree. I mean, how often do you go to a restaurant and they funnel you through a wash station? So cruise is completely different. It's not something that you should be concerned about because they're going to take care of you.
Exactly. So with a large fleet such as ours, we know that we're going to slowly reintroduce everyone into the marketplace. So when we do come back into operations, we anticipate at least our very two newest ships will be the first back to sailing, and they're just absolutely stunning. You can look at them there. And as Kathleen was saying, they are sister ships, yet every time we build a new ship, of course, we're going to add something extra. So the Apex hasn't even been debuted yet, and we're just so excited to really showcase both of these. So let's dive in to the most iconic ships in the industry. And of course, we have to start with this structure that overhangs the side of the ship. This is called the Magic Carpet.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a funny name, I will admit, but what you see here is a platform about the size of a tennis court that is cantilevered over the side, over the edge of the ship, and it is simply a suspended venue. And you just get the most spectacular views of the ocean and of the ports around us. So it's really interesting when you chat with the architects and the designers, the creativity that came about. How did Magic Carpet happen? What is the Magic Carpet and what's its purpose? And what we really wanted to do here is make a comfortable, accessible experience when tendering. So not all cruise ports in the world actually have a pier that's been built out to accommodate these larger ships. Maybe it's shallow waters, coral, whatever the case may be. Sometimes we drop anchor and you have to hop into smaller little tender boats to get from ship to shore. So imagine this platform being lowered all the way down to the water level where we can load two at the same time. So really quick, easy access, hopping into our tender boats, which are now air conditioned, forward facing seating, flat screen TVs. You have never tendered in such style. So that is ultimately the concept of Magic Carpet. But even on a 7-night cruise, you might just tender just the one. So what else can we do with this platform? And that's when the creative juices came about, and now we can raise it to different venues. So this is the Magic Carpet on deck 5. On the inside of the ship on deck 5 is a specialty restaurant called, it's funny, Raw on 5. And it's sushi, it's seafood. So now you have an outdoor balcony. You have an outdoor venue for this specialty dining. So you arrive, you'd like a table for two. Would you like to sit inside or would you like to see outside and get an ocean view for your sushi and seafood? We can also raise it up to deck 14, which is the pool deck, the resort deck, and you just have the most spectacular views. There's live music, there's cocktails, it's a full service bar and lounge. Now look at that perspective. It doesn't get much better than that if you want to be connected to the ocean. Now, it's not scary, you know, it's not thrilling. So some people think, oh my goodness, I don't know if I could step out there. It really is very secure and no one's on it when it's moving. So when you get out there, you're just, you know, you just have the best view ever from up there.
Extension to the ship as opposed to being just like an outdoor patio, right? It's part of the structure, so it's good.
Exactly, exactly. So when we were talking about the space and the innovation and the design, I just absolutely love the pool deck. This is the largest pool in our fleet. It's over 70 feet long. And so you have some wonderful experiences where you can see the loungers are even in the water itself, live music. That structure right behind where it kind of looks like a martini glass, that's a hot tub. You get into the hot tub from deck 15 and overlook everything. And so it just has spectacular views there as well. You can see actually the ramp that goes up to the hot tub. That's part of our walking track. We have a full length track. So 400 meters, one lap, and it has a little bit of a gradient. So you can start on deck 14 and it ramps up to 16, loops around and does a figure 8 by the garden. So a really amazing amount of space, just completely reinventing what cruising looks like and those outdoor venues. Look at this. This is the rooftop garden. Yeah. You can see the outdoor movie screen. So we show movies in the evening There's live music entertainment that's photographed here right now. And on the left-hand side is an outdoor dining venue, the rooftop garden grill. So wonderful mixed-use space out in the open. And again, it really is just about space and enjoyment of the ships. The ships are a destination in and of themselves. Here's an indoor venue just below. It spans deck 4, 5, and 6. So 3 stories of space here, multi-use. There's a cocktail lounge, a full dining room. It's a coffee shop and cafe in the morning with outdoor seating. It really just is spectacular. Venue that has live entertainment, aerialists and singers in the evening time, and it just completely transforms as you go from day to night. So you can see absolutely spectacular, all complimentary. You just walk it. It's, you know, for those who have never cruised before, it's sometimes hard to imagine how you can walk from one end to the other and be completely transported to style, design, entertainment, you know, categories. There's just so much to do and see on the ships. Here's the main theater. We've completely reinvented, you know, what the stage looks like. We want the audience to be a part of that. And we have this beautiful digital screen that completely transforms into the theme of the show. So on a 7-night cruise, you would have 3 main production shows, you know, musical numbers, costumes, full band. And then we integrate that with guest entertainers, comedians, and, you know, other forms of entertainment in the main theater. The dining is also, you know, these ships are perfectly designed to allow everyone to have separate spaces. So instead of there being 1 main dining room, there are actually 4 complementary main dining rooms on the Edge series. So one night you could be in Cosmopolitan, the next night you're in Cyprus. The menu changes every single day, and each one of these have their own, you know, little signature menu of special dishes that move with the theme of the dining itself. Then to add even more, we have those 6 specialty dining restaurants. So even if you have sailed with us before, these are all brand new for the Edge series. A fantastic steakhouse. Of course, I was mentioning the magic carpet. And something really unique at the French restaurant, Le Grand Bistro, is a presentation called Le Petit Chef. Now, Kathleen, have you seen a little bit of chatter about this special event?
No, I don't know about that. So I'm going to learn about it too. That's cool. Yeah.
Exactly. This is, it's something where I can't even do it justice, and it's so special. I want everyone, when you get on board, you know, to experience this. Every single table has a 4K projector above the table, and it video maps this cartoon story, the Le Petit Chef, the little chef. He's making your meal.
Oh my goodness.
And as you're seeing him pick the tomatoes for your salad and throw them on the plate, it's all, you know, real life size for the food, but he's absolutely teeny tiny. And then they serve that exact dish after you've watched him making it on the video. Oh, wow. It's just so, you know, intuitive or innovative that it's just a fun event. That's great cool. for big groups and great for families as well. So wonderful venues all across the ship. And just to think that we're going to have 5 of these in the next, you know, 6 or so years is really exciting. But Apex nearly looks identical, but I will show you a couple of unique features that Apex has as well. So when it comes to deciding what category of stateroom you're looking for, we know there are many choices to choose from. The design of our ships and the decor of the rooms are going to be modern luxury through and through, whether you're booking an interior stateroom as you're seeing here, or, you know, some of the suites. So what's interesting about an interior stateroom is there are no windows. It's a fabulous amount of space. As you can see, there's the seating area, there's the vanity, really well appointed, and the bathrooms are stunning. However, I love having the natural light. I love being able to, you know, wake up and take in the outside world. This will be extremely dark, but you miss a little piece. You feel like you need to be out of your room all the time when you're in an interior. And I've spent my fair share in interior rooms working on board as such. So of course there are ocean view staterooms. So now you have a nice picture window. You can see out to the outside world, but we don't have the balcony. We're not able to step outside in the privacy of our room. But again, beautifully appointed, nice and spacious, beautiful decor pieces in there. Then we get to a panoramic ocean view. This is a new category for the Celebrity Fleet, where it is an ocean view room. You can't open the, there's no balcony, you can't open the window, but they're nice and high. They're on deck 6 and they have full floor to ceiling windows. So lots of, I've stayed in this room and I just absolutely loved it. So it's kind of, the bridge from the interior, the ocean view, just before we get to that balcony level. So here is the new innovation that Edge series provides. This is a balcony stateroom with an infinite veranda. We're really erasing the lines and the boundaries or barriers between the living space and the outdoor balcony, because instead of just having one sliding door, that whole wall opens up. It's like an accordion glass wall. So now you can see from side to side, it's completely open and you can use your balcony more often. And it even has the versatility of closing the balcony itself. So you can see here with the push of a button, it's motorized. And now you can control, do you want your balcony open? Or maybe it's windy or raining, you're doing a transatlantic, you can still be out there and close it up and feel the sun, through the glass window, which is lovely. So great versatility with the new infinite veranda. But of course, we have these fabulous, standard verandas at the back of the ship called the sunset veranda. One of my favorite categories for sure, because, the backs of our ships are kind of a stadium setting. So there's not an awning directly above you. So you just get these panoramic views from back there. Regardless of which balcony category you're choosing, having that private space. I mean, I'm sure you could share countless stories of sunsets with a glass of wine maybe on your balcony.
Sunset at sea is perfect because tomorrow's going to be a brand new day. You're still at sea. I love it. I love sunset pictures, and I have way too many on my camera roll of sunset at sea pictures.
I think that's every cruiser's challenge is, I've taken hundreds and no two sunsets are the same. And so I just love having a balcony. Same with the sunrises. I'm not necessarily a morning person, but I'll sleep with all the blinds open so I can, open one eye, enjoy that sunrise, and you're still in your own bed. It's a perfect balance for vacation. You can have full room service. Room service is also complimentary. So you can have your breakfast or lunch or dinner or midnight snack out there. It really is lovely. What's unique about Celebrity, we have 2 categories of veranda staterooms that are exclusive to Celebrity Cruises. Our concierge class is the teaser towards our suite categories. It's the bridge between the two. So you start to get these suite-like amenities. The priority embarkation, welcome luncheon is something new. So all of our concierge class, private invitation to a luncheon on the first day of the cruise, which is lovely. Then you come to your room and you have a bottle of sparkling waiting for you, an expanded room service menu, and lots of other treats in the room and benefits. So great opportunity. They're located, when you're looking at the deck plan, it's all about the color codes. Okay, where's the best place to be? So you would look for the concierge class, which are all purple, and you'd see that they're on the higher decks, primary locations, unobstructed views as well.
Perfect.
To that point, my favorite category is our aqua class. Aqua class is for the spa enthusiast. So you have a lovely room. Again, they're on the higher decks. Best location, they're actually all located close to the spa. So you don't even have to walk far, because our aqua class rooms have complimentary unlimited access. There's a private area in the spa. These photos is called the thermal suites. And so in the thermal suites, there's, the heated chairs and the steam rooms, the saunas, there's salt therapy rooms and floating chairs. I mean, there's 8 different areas in thermal suites. So if you're in aqua class, not only are you getting lovely room amenities, you're getting full range to explore the thermal suites as part of the package. Aqua Class also has their own private dining. So you book an Aqua Class stateroom, you get the balcony, you get the thermal suites, and then you dine here at Blue.
Wow.
So of course you could still go to the main dining rooms and the buffet, but this dining room is exclusive for Aqua Class guests. What's nice is you don't have to make a reservation and you don't have to choose your dining time in advance. You simply show up because it is that exclusive and just beautiful. The menu is clean cuisine, Mediterranean, very, very unique.
Mm-hmm.
Then we have, especially on the Edge series, we have the largest amount of suites on board. It's 12% of the entire ship is all suites, which is quite the ratio when you think about over 80%, 82% of the ship is all balconies and above. There's very little amounts of insides and ocean view rooms, but, and then on the other end of that, a big chunk of suites to enjoy as well. So of course the benefits of a suite is larger square footage. These are, you know, they kind of look like trendy condos. They're just beautifully appointed. If you know home decor or home design, Kelly Hoppen is a famous designer based out of the UK, and she did all of our interiors, including those inside and ocean view. All of our staterooms have been done by Kelly Hoppen. So very warm and inviting. And then the suite benefits, you have the butler service.
It looks so serene and so relaxing to be in there.
Absolutely, especially if you're part of a family. Imagine you have your kids and your parents, it's multi-generations. It would be nice to have one of these suites where everyone else has their own rooms, but it's, you know, kind of a center point for everyone to get together.
Yes.
So booking a suite, you also have private dining. So this beautiful dining room is for all of our suite categories, and it's available for breakfast, lunch, and dinner. And something new with the Edge series, we've introduced this stunning sun deck. So this is a complimentary private space for the suites where you have the cabanas and the day beds, the pool, the hot tub, and full drink and food service out there. And we're adding the sun deck to our entire fleet. So we've already added the sun deck to 4 other ships, and we have another 5 ships to go in the fleet. Then there's the lounge that has happy hour in the afternoons, private events, and live music, and those kinds of things as well. So an immense amount of space across the fleet. When we think about the Apex, we're just so excited. We've of course announced the godmother. Now, if you know the godmother of Celebrity Edge, we really set the bar high. The godmother of the Edge is Malala Yousafzai, the youngest female, you know, world peace ambassador. And so we really love to showcase strong females that are representing such great things and doing such great things in the world. So the godmother of Apex, we're so excited that it's Reshma Saujani, who is the founder and CEO of a program called Girls Who Code. And it's, you know, really uplifting females in a typically male tech world, and giving them, empowering them to you know, code and get into this really fast growing industry. So we're excited. We will have Reshma Saujani on board the ship by the end of the year when she does get inaugurated in November. So a couple of unique things as we, you know, showcase Edge series and what's new and different with Apex. You can even see the theater on the left-hand side of Apex even has more technology and integrated tech world into the theater. So that's going to be really exciting. And the middle picture is actually that Le Petit Chef experience where you can see the video mapping all across the table with the 4K projectors as they're building your meal. So great additions and improvements across the board.
Amazing.
So as we finish up, the one thing that Celebrity is most famous for is including the extras. And we call them perks. It could be the unlimited drink package, which would be alcoholic and non-alcoholic drinks. We can include the Wi-Fi package, high-speed internet at sea, and an unlimited package. You don't have to worry about minutes or anything like that. We can pay your service gratuities for you. So for all of your stateroom attendants and the crew on board, typically you would either prepay those or have them added to your bill throughout the cruise, and those can be included with your cruise complimentary as well. And spending money, shore excursions, spa, gift shops, casino, whatever it is, there's an onboard credit. So these 4 perks can be included with the cruise package. Automatically, we start with 2 perks. So you book a celebrity cruise, pick 2 out of these 4, and you are set and sail. But there is also the way to get all 4 of them, and we have certain promotions that will get you closer to that 4-perk package. Now, working with Kathleen, very smart move, because the power of affiliations, being a travel professionals international travel advisor who is also affiliated with a very strong affiliation called Virtuoso, they give you extras. So if you were looking online or calling the cruise line directly, you are missing out on some of these extras. So not only do we have the 2 perks included, we also will have monthly promotions that Kathleen can share with you. And then anytime you book with Kathleen, you're also getting a specialty dining credit if booking a veranda or higher stateroom, or a credit of $165 when you're booking a suite category. So those are automatic bonuses by using Kathleen as a TPI agent.
Absolutely, yeah. And if you don't, I mean, you're just leaving money on the table. That's stuff that you can get complimentary to you that you can't get by logging on and booking yourself. Plus, you've got my service behind you so that I can be with you every step of the way as well.
Well, thank you so much, Kathleen, for having me and sharing the exciting world of celebrity cruises with your audience. But I'm excited to work with you and any of your clients. I will also add some extras to make them feel special.
Thank you. That's very sweet of you. That's awesome. Yeah, and I want to thank you for taking the time to meet with us today. I think it's a great way to get the information out there, to check it out on YouTube. Remember to subscribe so that you're able to see all the new content as soon as it comes out. And I love this ship. I think it's beautiful. As I was saying earlier before we start, you know, the first time I saw the magic carpet, I was kind of skeptical. And then I started seeing pictures and I started seeing what they were going to be using it for. And it just it was amazing. I thought that was just so stunning that, you know, you were able to make it so versatile and yet, you know, still classy and still look really, really nice. So that was great that you highlighted that. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Okay, well, thank you so much. We'll talk to you soon.
Bye, everybody. I hope you enjoyed this week's cruise chat video, learning all about Celebrity Cruise Line and the Apex series of ships. I know it was really informative to learn all about that for me, and I hope you liked it too. Next week, we're going to be meeting with Virgin Cruise Line. Virgin is brand new. In fact, they're so new they haven't even launched yet. They were ready to debut their first ship just before the world shut down due to COVID-19. They do things a little bit differently. They call all of their passengers sailors, and the travel agent training I did makes me a first mate since I've completed all the training. They're an adults-only cruise line. They're more like a super yacht in terms of their structure and the sizing. The capacity is around 2,500 people. They do many other things differently. So if you'd like to learn about them, come join us next week. Remember, all videos come out every Thursday at 11 a.m. Sometimes a little bit later due to unforeseen circumstances, but that's always the goal, to have it out for 11 a.m. on Thursdays. Remember to subscribe so you're the first to see the content when it does upload. Check out my other videos as well. We've made many, many more videos, and so that you can make an informed decision to see which cruise line fits you best. And we can discuss that together and watch the videos and see which one speaks to you. Check out Plenty of Sunshine Travel on YouTube. Also, I post daily on my Facebook page as well as Instagram often. Remember to click on the show notes page just below this video if you'd like to see all the highlights and the PowerPoint slides. Thank you for watching today and have a good week. Bye.